Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Cece, that's Two Faced back there, and today we're doing an update on my 3 times a charm project. This is a usage project, and as you probably can tell from the title, I want to use each item in this project 3 times. I give myself 3 months in which to do that. So with each monthly update, when I introduce a product, I will allow myself to keep it in the running for up to 3 months if I don't get through the 3 uses. So for each of these items, if I decide within 3 uses that I just don't like it, then it is going to leave my collection. If I enjoy it, then I am going to keep it. That's the whole point, is to get a little more familiarized with these products and see if they are really something that I want to keep in my collection or not. I am doing this project alongside of Andy from the channel Andy Does Stuff. Absolutely adore her. She is amazing with makeup and she has been starting her panning journey this year. So I'm really excited for her and I'm happy that we are doing this project together. So if you haven't yet, you should check her out. Her video is called On the Chopping Block. Mine is 3 times a charm, but it is the same premise. So let's go ahead and get into my products. If you are new here, I pick 3 items for each category that I'm working on. And I have 5 categories. The first one is face palettes. So this first palette is the Wanted Trend Beauty palette. Laura the Bargain Hunter gave it to me, and then she told me I didn't have to hold on to it, but I love it. It has like a special place in my heart because she gave it to me while we were on a trip together the first time that we met in person. And this is this palette's second round, and I did hit the 3 uses, and I have to say, really? I have to say I enjoyed the palette. That's kitty number 2, by the way. I don't know why he's being so loud, but enjoy. So this palette is rolling out, but I am keeping it in my collection. Next palette is the Lottie London Honeybee palette. This one, doesn't it look right up my alley? I'd say so. I love my yellows and oranges for eyeshadow. Somehow I only used this once this month, and you know what I did? I used these non-orange shades. Not all the lovely yellow, orange beautifulness in here. But yeah, I used it once. I did really like the look I came up with. I thought it blended well. That was one of the things I was worried about because this is a kind of cheaper brand, but I'm happy with it so far. And this month it will be staying in for 2 more uses. Third palette was the Golden Hour from Beauty for Real, and I was quite surprised that I will be keeping this palette. I did not think it was going to be that good quality, and it's not like, it's not amazing. The shimmers do kind of work their way up on my lids. That is something that I think kind of signifies that it's not a great quality, but the mattes are really nice. And I did something with this pink shimmer. It was a quick look. I did it all over my lid and it looked nicer than I expected. So that one's staying. My next category is potted or single eyeshadows. So I have 3 of these here. First up is the MAC Powder Kiss in Ripened. I finished my uses, but I just don't know about this. I actually have used this 5 times. So I used this once in a different project. Then I have used this 3 times in this project, and I didn't count 1 use because it was so bad. I just took all my makeup off and started over. So it wasn't working that day, and there was 1 other day where I really did not enjoy it. So it's kind of middle of the road for me. Like, it literally depends on the day how it's gonna act. I'm actually wearing it today and it looks fine. So I'm gonna keep it because you know that I have a soft spot in my heart for single eyeshadows, but I would like to try out more MAC eyeshadows and see what their quality is really like, because this one is just, I don't know. It's kind of iffy. It's fickle. That's what it is. It's a fickle eyeshadow. So I'm still keeping it though. The other two I have here, I have one use on each of these so far. So first up is the ColourPop Super Shock in Twitter Painted. This one, it was a nice look when I used it. I'm not a fan of the sparkles that get everywhere. And I used it with a normal eye primer, I believe. So I think that was part of the problem. But I will keep trying it out and see how it does. I just don't like when my shadows migrate. This one, Set to Stun, I have on right now. And I used my NYX glitter glue on this one, and it seems to be doing really well. Like, it's not moving. I don't see any sparkles anywhere else on my face. So I am happy with the way this one turned out, and I will make sure I use the NYX glitter glue for all the rest of my trials of these two. Next category is face products, and I didn't do so well on this one. So my first product is this Kaja Mochi Pop in O2 Atmosphere. I am wearing this today, but I can barely tell. I feel like maybe this is really hard panned. It just does not seem to come off on my blush brush. And yeah, just that swatch, like, not a lot came off. So maybe it's just not very pigmented. I don't know. I haven't had the best of luck with it, but I am going to keep this when I get through the 3 uses. I only got 2 in. I'm still going to keep it because it's cute packaging. The next 2 products I didn't use at all yet, so they will be going into the next round. So I have the Kiss and Smink The Everything in Tulum. I never had a day where I thought that this shade would look good. As you know, I did injure my shoulder last week, and it just was a busy month before that. So hopefully I will get to 3 uses on this month. The other one is the Mally Evercolor Poreless Face Defender. I just never picked it up. I mean, I've had it for years and never picked it up. So surprise, surprise, right? But I do want to try it. Next up is 3 miscellaneous items. And the first one was a rollover from the previous month. This is the Maison Louis Marie No. 4 Bois de Valancourt. Longest name for a perfume or perfume oil. I can't get past the sniff test on this. So it has 1 more month. I'm rolling it over 1 more month. And if I can't make myself use it, I have to get rid of it. I will give it away to someone because I've never used it myself. But literally every time I open this up, it's not a good scent. So no luck on this one. Next up, this one's kind of sad. So this is a half-caked mirror highlighter, and the shade is Fortune Faded. I don't know if you remember, there was another video where I had a blooper at the end where something fell over on my desk, and I said, probably just broke some makeup. Well, apparently that was my 3 times basket that fell over. And yes, this is the one item that got broken. So it is totally trashed now. And I did use it 3 times, once before it broke and then 2 after. And it's a nice product, but it's not worth repressing to me. You know, this was an Ipsy Glam Bag item, and it's gold, and gold is not really a shade that I enjoy for highlighters. It looked nice, but I'm just not gonna bother with repressing that, so that one is leaving my collection. And then this one, okay. This is one of the first shadow crayons that I truly enjoy. This is from Galactic, and it's a metallic shadow stick in the shade Satini, like satin with an extra eye. It's pink, and it's got a great shimmer on it, and it stayed on my lids. I did use it all 3 times. I would do it with the MAC single shadow, so that would be my crease, and then this would be my whole lid shade. Really enjoyed it. And I'm not a big pink person, but I will be keeping this, and I definitely recommend it. Probably the only thing from Galactic I've ever recommended. But there you go. Last up is my 3 lippies. So somehow I ended up with all lip glosses, which aren't really my thing. But I will say that I had some surprises. So both of these are from Revolution. I have the shades Adore and Cupid, and I used each of these the full 3 times. I really enjoyed the formula. It didn't leave any patchiness, like it was a good pigmented gloss. And it felt nice, no stickiness. It was a good formula. I was surprised. I really was, because this came out of a Revolution advent calendar. But I'm done with both of these, and I will keep both of them in my collection. Definitely liked Adore better, just because the shade is more my style. Again, this is more mauve-y pink, not really my thing, but when I need something like that, it's great. Then my other one, this Jouer, was a rollover from the month before. It is not the type of pink that I enjoy. This shade is Rodeo, and it is another gloss. This one I didn't feel like the pigment was very consistent. But yeah, I am only at 1 use on this still, and that was in the previous month. So this month I need to use it 2 more times, or it just has to go. I have a feeling it's going to go either way, because clearly I'm not enjoying it. So that's all the updates on last month's products, and I'll show you what I am rolling in now for this month. So since we finished 2 palettes, I am pulling in the Moira Little Fairy Tales palette. This I got in a Lovely Things box. May they rest in peace. Love that box so much. Only lifestyle box I ever liked. I was really excited when I got this. It seemed really pigmented, but now, like, as much as I love orange, like, this isn't the orange-ish shade palette that I love. So I just want to try it out 3 times, see if it is something I can work with or not, and we'll go from there. You know, there are colors in here that I wear regularly, and there are some that I tend to avoid. So we'll see how that one goes. And then the other one, this is another palette I really loved when I got it. It's the LA Splash Magic eyeshadow palette. This came from Glossybox. It's the prettiest design. And the palette is gorgeous itself. I only used it a few times, maybe 2 previously. So I just want to get more use out of it and see if it is a formula that I enjoy. Really pretty shades. Like, I really want to like it, but I don't recall it working that well, so we'll see. For my one new single eyeshadow, I am pulling in this True shade from Copacetic Cosmetics. Got this in a mystery bag, and this is one of the few of their eyeshadows that I kept from that mystery bag. I don't know, something about the shades that they sent, they just weren't me. But I do want to try this one out and see if it is worth keeping around or not. And I have these cute little cases now. These came from my Cliona purchase recently. Look how perfect they are. You could travel with these. Of course I would say that, right? I'm always talking about taking stuff on trips, but I think these are so perfect, especially for keeping this singled out during this project. So I'm happy about that. It's the little things. You got to enjoy the little things, okay? For my miscellaneous category, I am pulling in a product that was in my one and done. This is the Juice Beauty Phyto Pigments Cream Shadow Stick in Cove. And yeah, in my one and done, like, it had no pigment on my eyes, but then when I swatch it on my hand, it has just a little, like, if you really build it up. So it's not much. It's really not, but I want to give it another chance, technically 3 more chances, and see if I can make this work or not. And also I have from Wet n Wild a perfume roller from the Crystal collection a few years ago. So this is Prosperity. And I think I've only used this once before. And it actually smells decent, which, you know, surprises me because I'm not a fragrance person, but I do want to give this a try and see if it's worth keeping around or not, and at least give it some use. For my lippies, I'm pulling in a couple oldies. So first up is my Kat Von D, yes, Kat Von D, not KVD, Double Dare Lip Bullet. This is a mini. I also have the, what's the other shade, Loveless or something, or Lovelace, I don't know, but I also have that one, and they're old now. They're old. This shade I haven't used that much, so I just want to know, one, is the product still okay? And two, do I even like the shade? And if not, it's time to get retired. And then this one is from Lila B, which this company no longer exists, as you may know. They went out of business this past year. This probably was from Ipsy. This is the shade Be Elegant. And again, just want to see if it's still good and if I really want to keep it around or not. This is another tinted gloss, and those aren't really my thing, as I mentioned. So those are all my products for this coming month. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'll have a little better progress than I did last month. If you guys enjoyed this video, would you mind just hitting that thumbs up button? It helps me out in the algorithms so that more people can view my videos. Leave me some comments down below as well. What do you think of the items I have pulled in this month and my decisions on last month's? Just curious to know your thoughts. And if you haven't yet, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you guys around for the journey, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye. Coming up, kitty girl? Nope. Yeah. So since we finished 2 palettes, I am pulling in the Moira